Hello everyone. So in this session, we are going to discussing about machine learning. Hope we all familiar with what is the basic concepts of artificial intelligence. So what is machine learning? So machine learning is a scientific study of algorithms and statistical model to perform a task. Here we are only concentrating about how the process has been conducted and the machine is allowed to monitor the process and it will predict what could be the result. Instead of instruction, we will work with what is an inference happened in this algorithm. So we will have a set of data and the model will monitor what's happened to the data and how the result has been derived. So with this reference, it try to predict a result for the future analysis. So in this manner, the machine learning is working. So in generic concept, artificial intelligence consisting of machine learning and machine learning is have a deep learning inside. Artificial intelligence, it try to mimics the human behavior and machine learning try to learn and try to understand how the algorithm is working and again it tries to predict the result based on its performance. Deep learning is a different scenario in that we are trying to construct the neural networking model to take a decision based on what is happening for the data as well as the process. There are three types of machine learning algorithm which is popularly familiar and solve so many problems. The machine learning is broadly classified into three categories. One is supervised learning, another one is unsupervised learning, and third one is the reinforcement learning, which is the step to the deep learning. So now we think about what is supervised learning. So supervised learning is happening in front of the supervisor. Here the supervisor is we have a labeled data to understand what it will be. So with the help of the labeled data, we are trying to classify or identify or predict what will happen for the data which we are having in our hand. So the teacher will be there with her monitoring, the process will be taken care, and if there is any confusion or if there is any clarification is required, we can verify the labeled data, that is the teacher, and the prediction will be happened over there. Regression and classification is a broad category of the supervised learning. Computer vision is a right example for this supervised learning. So if I want to predict what type of animal is it a cat or dog? So already the properties of the cat and dog is well defined under the labeling cat and dog. With the help of that labeling, that object will be identified, recognized, and it has been given as an output. So this is called as a supervised learning. Whereas in an unsupervised learning, we don't have a teacher at all. That means we don't have the labeled data, we have a generic data. With the property of the complete set of generic data, the algorithm has to understand what could be the label for that one. It has to be clustered based on its property. And with the cluster, we can predict what will happen and what could be the next step for that one. So there is no teacher, there is no labeled data. The generic data has been identified and clustered based on its properties in an unsupervised learning methodology. And in unsupervised learning methodology, the classification problem having two segregation. One is binary classification, another one is a multi-class classification. In a binary classification, my prediction will fall in only two categories. So whether it may happen or may not happen. Likewise, the decision will be taken with the two set of results. Whereas in a multi-class classification, my result can be categorized low, medium, and high. If we are asking about the impact, no, impact may be low, medium, and high. Multiple classes are available to produce the result. Let me go in detail about these kinds of algorithm. The first one is the regression, which comes under the supervised learning concepts. So in this technique, the regression technique is mainly used for the numerical data to predict what could be the future value. So we can have the stock price prediction or a salary prediction. So anything, even a weather prediction, everything we can go with the regression model. So it is purely depends upon the mathematical process. Normally we had seen in an employment portal that there is a column prediction of the salary in this particular company or in this particular qualification. So they are just utilizing this methodology to derive those values. I may have some set of data which has the salary based on their age and experience. With this two parameter, the salary has been calculated in a company. So I just want to calculate what could be the salary for 30 years of experience and in the age of 50. So I have to predict. So linear regression methodology is the best methodology to predict the value because everything is based on the numerical and it is having some mathematical structure behind to predict the salary. So based upon these two attributes, the salary could be predicted as 51,250 using the regression model. The accuracy might be vary because some cases it may not have any structural similarities for this process. The salary calculation sometimes may not depend upon age, may not depend upon experience. So there won't be any structural mathematical derivation to predict those values. If I want to increase the accuracy of my predicted value, I have to identify what is the dependent variable which could be the part of the salary calculation. Then I identified there is a performance index of the particular employee to calculate their salary. So once we are including that index, the salary is calculated for the set of members. The data is available over here. So what the machine learning algorithm will do that is it just monitor how the data has been derived from this dependent variables and then independent variables. And it formulate a methodology. So based on this methodology, the final value has been calculated. If there is a systematic structure to deriving the salary, then accuracy will be 1 over here. Or else it could be 0.91, 0.94, 0.97. Similarly, we may have very good accuracy level to go with this predicted data. So this is a very simple code which will help to which will help to predict what could be the salary for that particular age and experience as well as the performance index. So deriving everything in a very simplest process and the codes also very simple. And next concept is under the classification, we have a binary classification and multi-class classification. We already know that the binary classification is only having two predicted and results should be categorized into two level. One is for life, he is safe, and another one is for he is not safe. He is safe has been indicated by the letter B and not safe have been indicated using the letter M. For the cancer prediction, what are all the input parameter required? So all those things has been given over here. So these are all the data which can be taken from their the scanning report. So from the scanning, the computer vision process has been implemented and it just retrieve the data for that particular patient. With this data, we can identify whether it is a life risk for the patients or he is in a safest zone. For that, we are using a logistic regression methodology to identify whether the patient is safe or not. So the sample code is also given, and among how many data the prediction has been made is also clearly given over here. So binary classification will have only two set of result. Either it is true or false. Like that, we will have only two classification of the answer. It can be achieved through the logistic regression or linear regression or multivariate regression or supervised vector machine learning methodology. Any methodology could be used over here. And in a multi-class classification, we can use a news, the type of news are available in a paper also we can consider. And this image is also a very good example of the multi-class classification. In this picture, if you ask me to identify how many fruits are over here, already I have a labeled data sets which will tell me about what is red apple, what is green apple, what is an orange and lemon and grapes and all those things. With the help of those labeled data, the algorithm will identify what are all the fruits available in this particular image and it will be predict the value. My result is not in two classes. I'm having a multiple classification over here. My results are the number of fruits what are available over here. So this is considered as a multi-class classification. Under an unsupervised learning algorithm, product recommendation is the best example to explain the clustering concept. So for a product recommendation, I may choose any kind of product, but it doesn't have any labeled attribute to denote what type of product or what type of user group are requesting for the recommendation. From the input data, all data has been analyzed and it has been clustered. So what is your request and what is the group, what is the user group, user category they are trying to retrieve that particular product. So the clustering will be happened. Based on the clustering, the recommendation will be provided. So this comes under the unsupervised learning methodology. And another important concept which comes under the unsupervised learning is natural language processing. So natural language processing, it is not only consisting of text-to-speech recognition or speech-to-text conversion, it also used in chatbot, sentiment analysis, and the process like the devices like Alexa, Siri, Cortana are all an examples of the natural language processing toolkit with an AI implementation. So it just to process the language and categorize and tokenize all the words and communications are available in that particular language. Then it convert into an action using an artificial intelligence algorithms. Finally, it is a reinforcement learning model. It's very simple. We are going to construct a neural networking model which starts learn by itself from the inputs which is taken from the environment. For example, here the dog is learning how to react for the trainer based on his action. So it just observe. The computer vision is applied over here. It just observe what is the activities done by the trainer. So based on that activity, dog tries to give an action, whether it is running or catching or jumping, whatever. It just take an action and try to accomplish the goal. That means catch the object in the trainer's hand. It try to accomplish the goal. Sometimes it may fail, sometimes it may attain the result. So from the failure as well as from its success, it learn how it is happening. So the learning is happening inside the agent through the neural networking system. Based on the learning outcome, the agent will behave in an environment like a human with the human intelligence. So hope you understand what are all the different types of algorithm is available and what type of problem could be solved using this machine learning methodology. So in the next topic, let me get into the core concept of this learning, deep razor. Thank you.